Welcome back, guys. We're down here at the wood yard, I guess, and about ready to load that tree of heaven up into the green bucket. I moved my picnic tables. I got the grass up there mowed. I got the logs moved down today. I've got the water thing over there filling up on the second load of water for the apple tree. You can see it over there. So, and I took constant breaks, so the heat's really not really hurting me. It's helping me because it beats the rain. Now, we saw this earlier today. You guys saw that, and I guess it's got poison ivy. It's got a lot of rot in it. It might not be all that good, but the boiler won't care. So I didn't know that this is all this bad, but I don't know. It's just the way it is. I should probably have long sleeves on. It's not perfect size for splitting. If it was good wood, I think it's probably just about as easy to roll these things in. They're pretty round. Yeah, this looks a little punky. Guess what? It's all right. It will. That one there looks a little bit good. Yeah, you can see some moisture in it. Maybe that one's a little bit better. That poison ivy one I showed you earlier, I just dumped it in the woods. But I guess this is probably the lower part of that tree. Well, I'm not sure how heavy these are. They're not light, I'll tell you. They're not light at all. But if I don't have enough, I'll go down there and cut another one. This is my log lift. If you guys never been around here, this is your first trip here. This is my log lift. It lifts all of them at one time. Puts them right in front of my nose. I don't have to chase around the log splitter. This one here's real junk. That was light enough I could probably put it up on top. Yeah. People said this was light wood. Has anybody else played with Tree of Heaven? This probably is not going to be high quality firewood, but now this one here is heavy as poop. It seems like it depends on the pick of the draw. As heavy as it is, and everybody says it dries light, I think I'll probably split it pretty big. So anyhow, back to the log lift. If you have a log lift, that's what you need, that's fine. But if you have the ability to pick a big bucket like this up, I kind of recommend it. Because you don't just, a log lift, you got to do each log, or you set a bunch of them up there to have use as a, you use your log lift as a table anyway. This one here might be a bear. I should have put that one in up further. This one here I can tell ain't much good. You can see that. We're getting a little heavy here. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot heavy there. That one's more than the old geezer wants to really mess with. That one's got a big knot on it. This one's got a big knot on it. And we did kind of get a wagon load. This one's a heavy one. How come all the heavy ones have to be lifted up? I got 2 more to go, and then I'll have the whole shebang. Stuff like this didn't used to be that heavy. Have to cut those knots off with a wood splitter. This one's got a big burl on it. How heavy is this one? This was an end one. It seems like it might have dried out a little bit. But you can load up one of these, a big bucket, pretty quick. So what did that take me? And plus I've been jabbering, throwing other stuff. We don't even have 5 minutes. How long does it take you to walk around and load a log on your log lift and then walk back around and do each one of those? 2 minutes? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And then you got a row behind it. You got 30 minutes of walking around that log lift. So, I'll bring you back when I get over to that thing. First I gotta get this out of the way anyway. So I'll bring you over here and set you down. We'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm gonna put you right here. You can kind of see just about all the action. Got my mitten, found some mittens, because this is it's not sticky wood, it's gluey wood. It's different than, but stuff sticks to you. I don't know how to explain it. But it's not sticky. I just can't quite explain it. It's weird. Has anybody out there played much with this for firewood, this stuff? I'm guessing it's gonna burn pretty quick and dry out pretty quick. I wish I had another scale up at the greenhouse that I'd scale it, but I don't, so we're gonna play with this. Now that Toolcat knew it had a load on here, so this is right heavy wood, but if it's all water, then it ain't gonna do you no good. Uh-oh, gotta take my mittens off to get this to go. Don't know how it splits, gonna find out. Don't know what it looks like. Half rotten, we got a lot of don't knows in this one. Here comes the gas. Don't know how much gas I got either. So we're gonna split for a little while. I think I'll split about here. That's pretty wood. That's got looks like a good cookie. Caramel. got to be about the easiest splitting wood I've ever split with. But what I figured you might want to know is how wet is it? Let's see, got to get the moisture meter. I kind of want to know this also. How much time are we getting? Moisture meter says it's 92 degrees. Oh, we only got 10 minutes. We got a half a basket already. You won't be able to see this, so there ain't no point in. Oh my goodness, it went right off the scale. Holy crap-oly, I didn't think that was coming. Right off the scale at 44. Right off the scale. Right off the scale. I wish you guys could see this. Maybe I can get it in here. I don't know what you guys can see or not. You ain't gonna be able to read it, I don't think. Off the scale. Up, off the scale. Off the scale. I'm off the scale. Can you see all the little dots are there? That's all water. I'm off the scale. Well, I'm off the scale. Off the scale. Here's a pithy part. Off the scale. This stuff is full of water. So, man, I wish I had a, I hope you saw that. I wish I had a open, can't think what I'm thinking of, scale up in the greenhouse. I'd love to put this on there. Might have to go buy another one. What do you think, guys? All right, I'm gonna, well, you guys only got 10 minutes in here. I'm gonna put this thing away. I think I can finish that crate off. I don't know what I did with the cover for the cover for, oh, there it is. All right, we're just gonna keep splitting. I figured you guys would wanna know what that was, and we'll keep track of it. I gotta put my mittens back on. Yeah, it was, I like big ones like that. Ah, heck with it. The boiler doesn't care. Well, I just have to see how it dries out. Got that on, got this on. Oh, I gotta raise you back up to where you guys can watch. Just about, you can kind of see what's coming off the, look at that. We've got the top layer already done. We're already working on the bottom layer. If I wasn't rattling and that kind of stuff, we probably only got about 8 minutes in it so far, actually in the splitting. You guys can figure it out later. Take away the how much moisture's in it. Remember, you're the fastest way to do it on YouTube. Don't run out of gas or something. wood. Oh no, there's one more over there. Start this bad boy back up. This one. Even Stevie Wonder could have seen that. That was some nice, easy splitting wood. All right, we got 26 minutes into it. This will be a one movie show, no clips, no nothing. Splitting Tree of Heaven. There you go. I'm gonna go over and cool off in the water over there. You guys want to go over? Of course, I still got my bib on. We're running out of time. You know this thing goes out in 30 minutes. So you're not going to have more than a 30-minute video with a single shot. This water is cold. Cold. And it's full up. All full up. In fact, it's overflowing. So it fills up that tank in, I don't know, about 30 minutes. This stuff is ice cold. Woo. That'll cool you down. I guess I'll go up and put another, whatever gallons this is, on the old apple tree. That's it for tonight. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you liked the easy splitting. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, you split it big, so it wasn't that fast a splitting. But I use it big. I split it big. The ram is going in and out at the same amount of times as if it had a 6-way or 4-way wedge on it. So don't knock me for that. So this is part of the fastest wood splitter on YouTube. If I'd done it all, I know I could have filled that up in a half hour. If I was really into it, in gung-ho and not 95 degrees, I could probably done it in 20 minutes. So we'll see you later now. I'm glad you stopped in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and tell me how you like, leave a comment down how you like the looks of that Tree of Heaven. Bye-bye now.